I saw a movie at 9 a.m.
Today? Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Hold on.
It's called...
Hold on.
It just came
Hold
out.
on.
I saw it the
Hold
day
on.
it was released,
Hold on.
the morning it was
Hold
released. Some people on the East Coast might have seen it before me because of that
The Bosses? Is it the Bosses one? Is that
difference. Out? No, this is a 3D. This is a movie in 3 dimensions.
Oh, what is that?
It's called Transformers 3.
Oh, how is that?
It's dark side of the
moon.
Dark side of the moon, or
What's
dark
it called?
dark of the moon.
Dark of the moon.
Dark side of the Abbey Road. It's a wonderful new. It's a little indie. I saw this movie
called My Sick and Twisted. What is it? It's like Transformers 3. My Sick and Twisted Fantasy.
Existence.
What's it?
What is it?
The Kanye record.
Fantasy, dark fantasy. It's called Bigger, Harder, Daft, Stronger, Face. Saw this movie. There's some 3D in it. You know I love that. I had my 3D glasses. I washed them up. I had a little opened up my disinfectant. I washed them up. I put it on, and I watched the movie, and there was some 3D in it. I enjoy that 3D. Some interesting. The movie it's 2.5 hours long, and it's a long. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a lot to get through because the glasses are heavy. They're on the bridge of your nose. It's very, very loud and very. I mean, I enjoyed it. There's a lot going on, but for 2.5 hours, it is like. It's almost like a feat to make it through the entire movie.
I can imagine.
Is that? I mean,
that doesn't
and
seem.
It's supposed to be. Then Wednesday night, I went downtown to the Orpheum Theater. It was the final night of the Los Angeles Conservancy's program called Last Remaining Seats, where they show old movies in the beautiful movie palaces of downtown Los Angeles. It was the final night of the program. This is the 25th year of this beautiful festival. I saw the...
How bad does the Orpheum look on the inside right now?
Well, these are all restored. They're
fully... Because the Orpheum wasn't restored.
No, they've been doing this...
Like shit, they were saying like shit was falling off the ceiling.
I was looking at the walls. Some of the... I mean, it definitely...
But it doesn't look like shit. It's not like leaky pipes or anything like that.
I mean, it's still opulent and beautiful.
Okay,
it's, fine. However many fucking seats, and it's $20 a pop. They use the money to try to like... I saw the silent film, Harold Lloyd in Safety Last. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, I watched... Other than probably Avatar, the most expensive, biggest fucking movie that's ever been made. It's very long. Then I saw a silent film on a mighty Wurlitzer with a live organ accompaniment of a silent film. Obviously, like, whatever. But the bottom line is, I guess, the silent movie that was only an hour and 15 minutes, if you talk about just the sheer enjoyment of time spent in the building, it was like they're incomparable. Like... I had to fight to get through this fucking movie at 9 o'clock in the morning.
All of this
all
shit.
Of my might.
But with all of this money and all of this technology and all of these fucking...
I guess this is
like a small country worth of people that it takes to make it. And yet it takes as much to hold your attention for more than 45 minutes is a complete fucking feat. You have to be on like Xanax in order to care, to give a fuck.
There were scenes that cost like $48 million where Transformers were leaping at each other and exploding in front of me in 3D.
Tyrese is still in it, so it doesn't change that.
But then I saw just a simple little kooky little guy being
kooky little guy with a little live organ accompaniment.
So
awesome.
First of all, the movies I'd never seen the movies.
I've never seen the movie
funny
either.
As shit. It's actually the stuff that makes. I was like, I'm laughing and I'm pointing. I'm pointing at the screen. I'm pointing at the screen like it's a silent. It's a talkie. I guess it's a pretty obvious statement, but I just didn't realize until like I was like, oh, that was a weird. I didn't realize until I sort of like laid my head against my pillow, like, oh, I saw. It was really weird to see that movie in the morning, and that I didn't realize that was happening within the same day until like I was like
drifting away.
What did I do today?
Wait, what did
I do today?
Oh, I redefined.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I redefined something for myself, like psychological, artistically, spiritually speaking. I actually have come full circle with something.
I took the same thing. They're both movies,
technically,
made some time apart.
I was saying that about music recently. That there's songs now that I listen to that the experience of listening to them is not the same as listening to a song. That I think in my honest mind and heart of hearts that I don't actually consider them songs. I'm experiencing something and I am listening to something and I'm being subjected to something, and it's people's voices, and there's musical sounds
Okay,
and noises around.
it's okay.
But I don't actually go through the same process as what I do when I'm listening to music.
Okay.
And it's not that I don't consider it music.
I'm with you.
It's that I don't consider them songs.
Okay.
I'm still listening to music. That's for sure.
You know it's music.
I know how to define music. I know that this
Yeah.
is music. I'm listening to it.
Okay.
You saw a movie. You went to a movie
Went
theater
to
and
2
saw
movies.
a movie.
Yeah, same thing.
It's
I parked. I walked into
But
a
it's
theater.
not a movie what you're seeing. What you're walking into in the new stuff is not a movie. It's just put on in movie houses.
You know,
what
calling
I mean?
it a movie.
They call it a movie.
I paid for it.
Don't call it a movie. I've been here for years. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's not a movie.
Two wildly
What
different
you're actually
experiences.
seeing, though, is it's not a movie.
Okay, but
it's
I mean,
an amalgamation of a bunch of things. A movie is sort of part of it.
Yeah.
But there's
There were people.
so many other things that they have to do
The
within the confines of that
experiences
movie.
they were wildly different.
Mm-hmm.
This was literally a mighty Wurlitzer rose from the beneath, and the man came out and was like,
Yeah.
And I was reading things and just
Pointing at the
pointing,
screen?
but really like as far as an actual experience.
Yeah. Well, what? It asks less
I mean,
of
I guess
you.
it sounds
It
so
asks
stupid.
less of you. It takes less time, and there's people
has
like
way more of an impact.
But I mean, the impact. I mean, I'm suppose that's maybe arbitrary. That part of it, somebody could walk in and be like, "Fuck this! I want to see Transformers."
Yeah, I don't want to read.
I hate black and white movies. So
Yeah.
obviously, that doesn't that part doesn't apply. But the actual makeup of it,
Yeah,
I don't think
I
one
bet-
can look at the actual product and be like, it's hard because it's like there's so much.
I don't want this to
No,
just sound
it's fine.
obviously
It's
a
not.
Harold Lloyd silent movie is better than a
Bullshit.
shitty. I guess
You're
what I'm
not.
talking about
I
is
know
the-
exactly
the
what you're
true-
saying.
The visceral, the feeling,
the experience.
Experience.
It's not about I like new movies. I like old movies.
Yeah.
It's like you go
Yeah, if
and
an alien was
examine
dropped,
how
yeah.
you feel in an honest
Yeah.
and sane standpoint afterwards, and be like, oh, I feel better
If like
coming out of that than I did coming out
It's
of
like
that.
a child or an alien, same thing. We're dropped in the theater because
Yeah.
children are aliens. If you didn't know,
If you didn't know that,
dropped it in and be like, "Do this." Man, Transformers took it all out of me.
did you not like it? You liked like the first 45 minutes?
No, I mean, I fucking there's some good 3D. I mean, I love
Shia?
that 3D. Fuck that fool. He says he boned down on fucking Megan Fox
What's
when they
he
were
saying that? Is he
She's
saying
with
that?
Notorious B.I.G.
Wait,
Don't
is he
dare
saying that?
Well, he said after backtracking, I don't know, 12 times. I don't know. When asked, were they together when you were boning down on her? That's Notorious B.I.G. You don't fuck with him. You know what Shia LaBeouf better do? He better watch his ass.
LaBeouf.
Is that his name? If Notorious B.I.G., I'm sure they both live in the valley. If Notorious fucking B.I.G. sees that fool, he will break that twerp in half.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "What's up?"
I know that. I know Shia can't fight because he's got hippie parents.